Welcome back to the shop. A little late. This is Monday night instead of Sunday night. What happened on Sunday? Oh yeah, we had Uncle Mikey over. Uncle Mikey came over, worked on the car a little bit. We're going to do some more stuff next weekend. But they even kind of got away from us. Mike come over and hadn't seen the mill yet, and or well, he'd seen it but hadn't done anything with it. So we let him cut a white oak. Was it a white oak? A white oak, and cut about 9 boards out of that. Got him a 2-inch board. Got a 2-inch board, and then a bunch of 1 1/8 boards come out of it. He did a real good job. He was an expert by the time he was done, so that went well. I think he had a good time. Let's see kind of what happened this week. It's some good tea I just made. It was a day late making my tea as well. Okay, this week in the shop, I cleaned up out in front of the shop. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. The kiln's going to be going into the shed. In fact, kind of went in there a little bit tonight, but I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. We worked on a bunch of different projects, but kind of mostly just small stuff, just really small stuff.
Finished stuff.
Yeah, kind of finished up some stuff, a couple of things that are still waiting to be finished that we got to do. We went to the Augusta market back after, I think we missed 2 weeks or something like that.
1 week.
Yeah, we actually missed 1 week, 2 if you count. There was a 5th week, or 5th weekend in last month, so we missed that, which would have been normal, and then we missed the other week during Mother's Day week because Rhiannon was down, and we had a good time with Reebok, and just kind of took it easy, enjoyed the little bit of the break, and then last week. Mike worked on the truck, and we fixed the U-joints on the truck, so you don't have that bad vibration. Y'all remember, the boys I know remember the vibration kind of shook the back of the truck. So that's all squared away, and the truck's running well. Got a little leak or something in it now up on the passenger side. I thought maybe it was coming from the heater core. I looked at that this evening, and it looks like the antifreeze in the truck's fine. So I'm not really sure where the leak's coming from, so we're going to have to track that down. Maybe leaking around a windowsill or something, maybe a door sill. So we'll take a look at that probably in the week coming up. So a little bit more about what we did with the cleanup this last week. Y'all remember all those boards that were piled up there in front of the shop? Me and Butterbean were sitting out there, and that's where we were sitting painting. I was just taking up too much space, and there was really no reason for it to be here. I think initially I was going to try to cut off the bad ends of the boards and come up with whatever was usable. I had left it sitting where all I had to do is back the tractor up underneath it, pick it up with the pellet forks, hauled it over there where the wood's all going to be, and we're going to keep wood from now on. So got it moved out from in front of the shop. Let's see where we're at. Moved the tables up. I moved 2 of those wooden tables that Michael and I made out of the pine we cut, and some old 4x4s. Y'all remember them? They sit in the yard. Matter of fact, when we had the Low Country Bowl, one of those tables that we ate off, we put the butcher paper on. We ate off. We put it up on the porch where the kiln used to sit. So now it's kind of sits in an L shaped off that short end of the porch, and then goes up under the windows right here behind me. So it gives you a good work area. I'm going to take the area right there in front of the porch where the those 2 tables were sitting, and I'm going to make my welding tables there out of those metal doors that I picked up at the auction. What was it, about 2-3 weeks ago? I talked to you all about it. I told you I got them at a good price. I think it was like $10 a door that Wayne let me have for. So they come. So they're going to be on my welding table, which is good because I need a welding area so I can finish up on Kimmy's table. Plus, I've got some other stuff coming up that's going to need some welding done, so I'm looking forward to getting that table done and set up. Okay, let's see. Kind of lost this evening. Sorry. The wood that came out of the kiln, Michael, you remember you and I put that wood in there. It was all crotch pieces. That came out looking really, really good. It's kind of got a beefy red, almost like a medium rare prime rib, wouldn't you say? It's a real pretty wood. Crotch wood's got some rod in it that we can put some wood hardener on. I think it's going to make some good rustic tables. I think it's going to look pretty good. So I'm looking forward to working with that. Not sure when I'm going to get to it. Probably be after summer's over, though, before I can get to do anything with it. But it did come out, I think, like 8% on the when I checked it to see how dry it was. Can't really remember that off the top of my head. Projects completed this last week. Actually, projects we did in the shop. I don't know if we showed you. Did we show them the flags? I think we did. We did a couple of wooden flags, kind of out of that rendition of what Michael did for Mr. Ben, a smaller version. So we made 2 of those, and Mama we kind of fought with it for a while, trying to figure out how big to make the stripes and all this. Finally, Mama just eyeballed it, and it came out perfect. She took and painted them real nice, and then distressed them a little bit, so they looked really good. We did a couple more of the dog water feeder things. You know the thing I'm talking about? The boxes got the water bowl and the food bowl. Reebok, you got one of those for Manchi Man and Seagirl, and actually posted it to our Facebook page, didn't you?
It's good for ducks too.
It's good for ducks too, Mama says. So apparently,
there's a post on that.
Yeah, okay. I missed the post on the duck eating out the dog food. So now we have to change on it. It's a dog duck water feeder thing. So and we got it's a multi-purpose. So hey, sales ought to go through the roof because everybody's got a duck. So we did that, and then Mom did some 4th of July fireworks stuff. I know I showed them to you. It looks something like this, but they actually had little pieces of rope coming out the top up here. Yep, can't do it right there at the top. Looked like a firecracker. I think, is that the one that sold? No, that wasn't the one that sold.
That was built like a flag.
One that was built like a flag. That's right. Mom built one like a flag that looked like a flag. Had the blue up in the Union, and anyhow, it looked good. Young lady come up. She had a flag hat on. Jay looked at her because Jay and Tangy were at the market with us and said, "Hey, you need to buy that." And boom, there it went. It was gone. So we did those. We got those completed last week. Mom says most of the mom cave is done now, so I'm not sure what all needs to be done. I think I have a couple more shelves to build.
Yep.
You heard that? That's as loud as she's ever been in any of the videos. And so I had more work to do, and it was yep. That was a definitive yes. So we know we got more shelves to build. So we got to get some 3/4 inch plywood in. So I can build those shelves. It's going to rain probably today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Mom probably won't be able to pick the wood up, so I may have to run in on Saturday and get it if it's pretty, but the mom cave's almost done. So what's coming up for builds? We got a couple of things. We're going to work on a flag. We got a commission, or excuse me, not flag. We're going to work on a table that's commissioned to build. It's going to be red and black, Falcon's colors. It's going to be 21 inches. 21 inches by 21 inches tall. It's going to sit on somebody's front porch. They're big Falcons fans, so we got that to do. We got some, and it's going to be made out of pine. I think it's going to come out looking pretty good because it's going to be painted. I didn't want to use oak and paint over good oak. Mom's got some Father's Day things she's going to build. We've got a sign, but the sign's a surprise because it's a commission build for somebody I work with for their son. So, of course, you know the rules at Two Dogs is we don't release anything until it's been given and people kind of know what's coming, so we don't give away any surprises. We're going to make some more wooden flags. I think they're going to go over really good, particularly closer we get to the 4th of July. And beach-themed items. I think we got a semi-commission build beach thing, right, that somebody wants as a commission build beach theme. And then Mama just wants to take some more beach themed items because they go over really well down at the Augusta Market. And then we're going to do a spring, it's made out of old bed spring thing. It's going to be a wine holder, and what it's going to do, and it's going to sit up against the board, and the board's going to sit up like that, and then the bottle of wine, and I got Mama in the video right there, see that? And it's going to sit something like that. Anyhow, I don't know exactly how it's going to do, but she's got it figured out, so that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a bigger board, she says. So we got that. She's going to take that same concept with the spring, and we're going to make a flower pot holder out of it, but I think we're going to bend something up, and it's going to be where you can hang it on the wall or something. But I think it'll be a neat little thing. It'll be a good use for those things. Flying Heart. Y'all already kind of seen the Flying Heart. It's actually a little birdhouse. Mama's going to make this for a special friend, so I can't say too much about it, but it's going to be a surprise gift for a special friend, and that'll be going out this week. I think you're going to sand it down, paint it, and yep, and it'll be on Wednesday. She's giving it to the person who's going to get it, and then we can tell you next video who that was. It really is good tea. I put a little bit more sugar in it. I had the sugar out back when we did the Low Country Boil, and everybody was here because I thought Mama might want to drink some, so I kind of cut down on the tea, but I got my normal amount of sugar back in there, so it's right on point again. So this week at the Augusta Market, what happened? Gosh, we're 9.5 minutes into the video, and I'm just getting to the Augusta Market. We only had one spot this time. We decided after the last time that we paid for 2 spots, and they could only give us one where they could give us two, but one here and one way down there. We decided we're only going to do one spot. We did fairly well. We sold that lizard on the board. I know I showed you that. It was on a board, a little lizard. We got a fish on the board. It was like a key holder fish skeleton. And then the "You Had Me at Wolf" sign went. Young lady seen it, fell in love with it, and took it home. Wanted to know if she could buy it. And we said, of course, she got it. So it got a good home. And now we have to do another one. And get that done. We're going to make some more of the 4th of July fireworks based off this same basic principle here. And more wooden flags. I told you that already. Got to make another dog water feeder. I think we either sold 1 or 2 of those, but I can't remember. And cedar boards. Oh my gosh, cedar boards. Sold the cedar boards. Kind of look like, where is it? Right here. This one here. This here. And then this one by here. We were selling those left and right. Jay was there with us. Jay and Tangi actually came. Michaela was with us. And I think Jay was standing there when the one guy offered to buy the boards that we already sold to another lady. He was wanting to buy and pay more, and we told him we don't do business like that. When we get more boards, we'll be here and back again. What'd you say? So, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Michael, Michaela's boyfriend, showed up and helped us out too. So we had a good group there and had a good time. Let's see, dog water feeder, cedar boards. I think that was pretty much it. Did get a pretty neat video that I want you to see. This is the guy next to us who we're usually up by the musician, and this guy's name is Robert Reed. He's amazing. He kind of talked to Michaela a bunch, gave her some words of encouragement what to do. But I want you to listen to this right here, and we're going to break away to his video for just a second. that guy's pretty good. We got to listen to him all day. Usually he's there for a half a day. Somebody else moves into the tent, he goes to the house. But today, or yesterday, Saturday. Robert was there the whole day. We really enjoyed his music, had a great time. He was really inspirational, I think, to Michaela, so really enjoyed that. So upcoming plans for Two Dogs. What are we going to be doing here in the near future? Of course, we're going to be finishing up on the mob cave. Got a little bit of work to do here in the shop, kind of clean up. And got to clean up the rest of the front, out in front of the shop. And I already told you I'm going to be making some welding tables so I can finish up on Kimster's table, because I need a place to weld it, and it's got to be flat when I do it. It can't be used on one of the tables that I normally weld on. So I got to get that done. Hadn't forgot about you, Kimmy. I just wanted to come out right and look good. The other thing is I got another little surprise sign I got to do, and I'm going to have to do some welding for that. So that's coming up. Other plans, need cedar. Michael, you know the tree we're talking about where they think it's about 160 years old. It's dying, it's in a parking lot, it's presenting a danger to people both coming in and walking past the tree, and cars parking underneath it. People kind of tend to park up under it because it's shady, and there's just limbs literally falling out. So it's a dangerous thing as far as for the guy in the who owns the business. Presents liability. He told us a while back we can have it. All we got to do is do some stump grinding, cut the tree down, clean it up, and stump grind. It's a beautiful tree. Not sure how much wood we're going to get out of it. It's a risk. Jay and I talked probably about 15 minutes last night, and he and I are willing to take the risk and see what happens on it. I'm a little leery about cutting down a tree that's possibly got heart rot in it. We think if we tie it off to the truck and put some pressure on it, it won't be too terrible bad. We're hoping to bring Daniel in. We need an expert. We need somebody who knows what they're doing, somebody who does this professionally. Daniel, so we may be giving you a call and see if you can't come out and help us, or at least prevent us from dropping a tree on us and squishing us. So we're kind of hoping we can get me, Jay, and Daniel, and probably Mom out there and get this tree. Maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend. This might be the weekend we do it. It's a 3-day weekend coming up. Still thinking about trying to get Daniel to help me out on maybe on Fridays, go around picking up some logs. We're going to try to get a little more aggressive about getting some logs. Maybe hit some people up on our Facebook page and let them know we're looking for logs. And we met a young lady at the Augusta Market. I don't know her name. Do you know her name, Ren? The young lady, you know her name, the lady with the wood burning and all that? We don't know her name, but she's a real nice girl. We've given her a couple of sample pieces of wood, and she's kind of fell in love with what we do. And she likes to wood burn on poplar. She does some incredible work. I'll see if it's all right if I get maybe a little video or some pictures of her work and post them next time. It's going to be an extra long video. I'm sorry this time, but it's going to be a little extra long video because I'm going to post music video. I'm going to try to get one in here at the end. I think you'll really enjoy the one that I can plug here on the end. So that's everything that's been going on last week in the shop, outside the shop, down at Augusta Market. Next trip to Augusta Market is 2 weeks from Saturday. We'll be back down there with a load of good stuff. That's Father's Day and 4th of July. We are getting ready for 4th of July, so kind of everybody be ready for that. But I think that's pretty much it. And I'll swing by the house when you can, get some of that good tea, because it really is good. And just remember, we'd love to see you back in the shop. Y'all have a good evening, and thank you for watching the video.